For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his target hole. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Neither side separating much so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Allen setting up play action. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Allen on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Eagles and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Richardson. And a man is there to knock that away. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now they face 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Bails out of the pocket. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will come from just inside his end zone. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Dolphins ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Kittle brings it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Again, Allen to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing it.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Barkley's got it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw, here's Richardson. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Baringer to do the honors again. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That throw finds Kittle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Play action now with Allen. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Allen gonna throw again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long. To throw again, it's Allen. Able to find Corley. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run it with Saquon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right?
Still first
that
down.
time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds Smith and Jigba. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 3 now. From the 21. Corley reels it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They've got a man in motion. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. That's halftime in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I expect to see more of the same after the break.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First down throw here from Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the 29. Metcalf's got it. Complete. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Richardson to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's got it at the 6. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're gonna catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's impressed beyond his work as a passer, partner. He's been more than willing to run with it when the opportunity has presented itself. And I don't think they care how he does it, right? Just keep on moving that offense the way he's been doing. They've got first down from the 31. Play action with Richardson. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, it's Richardson. Throw complete to Juszczyk. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 25 on second down. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a third-quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well-regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tompkins now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, Allen into the hands of Kittle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Allen gonna throw again. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Richardson now on 1st and 10. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Down with the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Able to get it to Barkley. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate, after all of these years?
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connection made to Dell. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now. From the 31. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Richardson now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line of the gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
That's DK on the slant. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. On first down, it's Richardson. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Eagles have the lead here and are looking at a potential 2nd title. Second and 3 now. Throwing now, Richardson. Complete to Dell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Second and 3 now. Here's Saquon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Corley reels it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Play action now, Allen. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. 1st down throw here from Richardson. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw again, Richardson. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. A give to Barkley. Escapes a defender. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. On target to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. On first down, Allen escapes out to the left. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26, and that gives them first and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins down by only 2 in the fourth. George Kittle, the touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that two-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. Connection made to Dell. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. They did it! He made the interception! And Cooper takes it away!
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Miami offense headed out there now. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Dolphins trail by a couple. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Tight end in motion right. Hall goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Trying again, Hall. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Counts on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Here he is to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. So the newly found lead stays where it is, and now I'd expect to see them just boot this away and prevent any type of return.
Yeah, this is where you love a kicker with a big old leg. Don't even let them return it. The squib kick can be dangerous. I think that was the play, Kate, like 20 years ago. But the QBs today and how quickly they move the ball, just send this one through the end zone.
Setting up to pass. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles, time left for one snap, and while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And the birthplace of America sure is going to be rocking again tonight. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Here's Commissioner Goodell about to present another Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.